Hawaii is very accepting among many ethnicities. Hawaii's people are very much caring, spiritual, relaxing, and culturally inclined.
Technology can affect the worldview by presenting its culture and one's place.
Technology is impacting Hawaii and their students by being able to keep informed with the world around them and to keep the world informed with Hawaii.
I had done an interview with Kumunai Lima Geisen, who is a professor at UH Hilo. I asked him questions on how Hawaii is different than the rest of the world and how technology affects the worldview and his opinion on how technology is impacting Hawaii students and its teachers.
Aloha, my name is Kumunai Limo, and the question I was asked is, how is Hawaii different than the rest of the world in its worldview, philosophy, ways of seeing the world? In Hawaiian, we have a philosophy called Kumuhonu Mauliola. Basically, what is that is the foundation of a person culturally in Hawaii. We have the four different aspects of how they carry themselves, how they must be very pono to be right in these areas and able to function and to perceive themselves and their world around them. The first one would be the ikiku'una, their ancestral knowledge. How do they carry on what they have learned in their family? Secondly, would be the lavena. Your lavena would be how you act appropriately, your behavior, your mannerism, your characteristics that are actually followed, that are passed down from generation to generation and onto you. Also, you have the piliuhane. Piliuhane is spirituality. That's one thing that in today Western education does not emphasize, but for our Hawaiian Immersion School as well as for Kahaka'ulo Ke'eli Kulani, piliuhane is very important. And if you're not pili if you're not close to or spiritually grounded, you do something about it. That's basically how we look at ourselves and our cultural background. And another is the language. It is you to carry on it is your responsibility to carry the responsibility to give life to your language. Another way we look at things is family. Family is very important to the Hawaiian culture, not only to the Hawaiian people, but to the people of Hawaii. And how we, very, very important that children know who their parents are, and the genealogy is very important also. How they look at the world and how they look at where they're from. Take that perspective and view the entire world. How does technology affect this world view? I would say that technology is used today to continue the Hawaiian education by utilizing all these different techniques and technological way of furthering your education. Say, for instance, like I'm being videotaped by a camera, computer, audio material. The audio material was used in documenting native speakers back in the 60s and the 70s. The renaissance of the Hawaiian language was very important at that time. By utilizing those that were native speakers then, give us an idea of how they spoke the language and use it as a resource. Also, we use documentation in educational areas for students to learn about hula, different aspects of the culture. I think with technology that we also use in our education with networking with other cultures throughout the world. I remember this class that I've taken in Kahaka'ula that we utilize the Polycom, talking to our cousins down in New Zealand, up in Alaska, and other natives throughout the world, and we actually come to one consensus and learning about revitalization of the language and culture. The last part is, what is your opinion on how technology is impacting Hawaii students and teachers, and what role do you feel technology plays? Okay, like I mentioned to you, Technology is very important, and it has a great impact on students of Hawaii as well as for students throughout the world, because they themselves can actually see what it is that is happening in Hawaii and Hawaii going outwards towards the world. I think with that, this networking helps both the educator as well as the student and the teacher. Aloha.